What's a historical fact that would shock most people to find out? The year 536 was deemed the worst year to be alive. Volcanic eruptions caused prolonged dark sky for up to 18 months. This then caused a mini ice age, crop failures, and plague over the next 10 years, killing millions. Also, the name Tiffany has been in use since the 1600s. Those two facts are presumably not related. Presumably. Woodrow Wilson was mentally and emotionally incapacitated by a massive stroke in October 1919, and his wife and doctors essentially ran the country until Harding took office in 1921. Some historians refer to Edith Wilson as the first female president. Another Wilson fact is that he was a notorious racist and segregationist, and turned away a young Ho Chi Minh who wanted an audience following the Versailles Conference following WW1 to discuss self-determination proposed by Wilson, who only meant self-determination for white European nations. Ho Chi Minh was a nobody at the time, a member of the Vietnamese Communist Party, but really just a young buck who was in Paris at the time and tried advocating for his people. He actually tried appealing to basically every participant at the conference and was pretty universally ignored. He just needed to work for another 25 years and lead the Viet Minh through WW2, and then he'd be someone to pay attention to. More fun American Ho facts. The Viet Minh worked with OSS and the US during WWW2 against the Japanese, and US aircraft gave a flyover for the VJ Day celebration. Ho praised and quoted Lincoln in his speech that day. The whole fucking war didn't have to happen. We should have told de Gaulle to fuck himself. Indochina was free, and worked with Ho. Because as any student of geopolitics could have told you then, Vietnam is a much more natural ally in Southeast Asia against China than for it. So if you want to counter China, you should be friends with Vietnam. Hitting children in school was still legal when I was there, and I'm only 43. Went to Catholic school, I'm not Catholic, when I was 5 and 6. One time I was called to the headmaster office and he made me bend over and drop bloomers. Girls wore a green plaid pinafore, white blouse as a uniform because we had to learn to be little proper ladies. He swatted me hard with his flat wooden paddle on bare skin. Then he told me to dress back up and made me stand there as he was staring at me. He asked me if I knew what I did wrong, and I absolutely had no idea. It was then we learned they had the wrong kid. He just sent me back to my classroom with no other context. Also, I have a scar on my knuckle from being hit with a bladed ruler during a spelling test. I got the word wrong, but I don't remember what word it was, LOL, just that I have a little scar now. That was in 1995 to 96 in WV, ETA. The Reddit care message ought not to be weaponized, dudes. Thanks for watching. Write your story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.